beautiful park.
That's good.
I think it is really pretty.
Nice.
I think maybe they want a few more things to do.
I agree. I mean, I know that they have like things in the works.
Yeah, I know they're already
obviously.
starting to build stuff, but I think it is a beautiful park.
It is a beautiful park.
It is really pretty.
I think
and I think it's my favorite Wizarding World section.
Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree. When I was in that area by the cafe, I was like, dude, this is France. Like legit real France. Like it felt like real France. I was like, I cannot wait to sit here and enjoy like a croissant or something, you know, like this is going to be a fantastic spot to just have dessert or coffee or whatever and just relax, or a butterbeer. I mean, you know, like, yeah, I cannot wait to sit there and just hang out.
I know it is. It was beautiful. We did eat in the cafe there.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't get to do that one.
We did there.
We ate at Atlantic. My brother-in-law got us into Atlantic, and oh my god, the food at Atlantic was phenomenal. So it's going to be the date spot to go, like for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We did. We ate at the Helios bar.
Oh,
bar
nice.
Helios, and it was really good.
Awesome.
The food was awesome. But yes, we did do the cafe.
I cannot wait to experience it.
Where's Batman is tuned in over on Instagram. I just want to say that. Olive Olin is tuned in. Depanos04, what's up? Jason said Atlantic was so good. He got two. It says 2 hours. Ooh, I'd have been dead. I can't wait 2 minutes.
Oh, it took you 2 hours to eat at Atlantic? Oh my god, it did not take us that long. So
Jason is a patient soul.
I would say. I mean, how many people were in your party, Jason?
Well, I don't know. He was with other people.
Well, I figured that much, but.
And we're hoping Vern feels better today. They're getting ready to go on their first Disney cruise.
Nice.
Whoa.
If you have Disney cruise questions, Jason, we can answer your question today. Yes, we're going 3 shows, Matthew. I'm trying. If my voice is still around for the 3rd show, it'll be a miracle because I had no voice to start, and we're going to go into the negatives today. But here we go. Let's do this. All right, ready?
Yes.
2, 6, 7, 9 is where it's at. Here we go. We're starting to do a few podcasts here at this point. Oh, God, what did I do? Here we go. Welcome to episode 2679 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a great week and glad you tuned in and you're joining us here on the podcast as we answer your listener questions. And what questions could you have? What's going on? We have all kinds of news and information because we have 2026 packages available for Walt Disney World. We have epic stuff happening over at Universal. Pam is just back from Central Florida. Let's talk. Let's pull up some tea. Are we going to spill it? Are we going to roast it? We're going to ice it? I don't know. We're going to have a good time. Either way, I just love getting together with my friends, talking Disney. You know, every once in a while, Universal slips in there because I know you guys love it. It's okay. I won't abandon you. We're all friends here. It's all good. Who used to say that? MC Hammer? I don't even know. But let's have a good time over the next 40 minutes or so. Rikki's joining us. I know she's a Universal lover, and I love her anyway. So we have her here from DisneyWorldAfterAll.com. Notice it's not UniversalWorldAfterAll.com. And the Mouse for Less. What's up? It's not the Minion for Less. What's up, Rikki? Happy Wednesday. What's up? I got you.
I actually do have. You did. I actually do have a Universal website in mind as well. I have the name of it. I just need to register it. So
the Minion.
No. I have an actual name in mind. I will not share it, but I do have an actual name in mind for a website, and I do plan on eventually getting the website and doing something with it. But I do have a Universal idea. So, but for now, everything's still going to be on a Disney World After All and the Mouse for Less, obviously for Universal stuff. But you definitely got some Universal stuff from me on my socials over the last week. So if you followed along with that, some good content was coming up, and I've got some more content to share too. So sorry, you got some good Universal content coming from me, but there's still Disney stuff mixed in. I promise. So
you put out the Universal stuff. I'll put out the Disney stuff over here, and we'll just keep it.
We'll meet in the middle. Yeah, there you go.
I think it was a country song like in the 90s.
Yes, there was. Yes.
Meet in the middle. Who was that? That was
oh no,
Dust in the Bottle.
Yeah, it was Now I can't.
Dust in the Bottle.
David,
it's gonna kill me for the rest of the night. I'll have to think about it. All right, Pam Forrest is here. She is the co-owner of the Magic for Less Travel. Pam, happy Wednesday. Welcome back. What's going on?
Happy Wednesday. It was like a whirlwind of all kinds of stuff, but all good stuff. So glad to be back here and doing all that. Next month I go out to Disneyland for the start of the 70th.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Awesome.
I know. So that'll be cool. Oh. I know. So I'm looking forward to that. There's just so many things going on. 2026 Walt Disney World, Epic Universe, and Helios, and the other two hotels that are over there, Terra Luna and Stella Nova. There's a lot going on in our little travel world right now. So looking forward to all of that.
Is.
Okay, I'm raising my right hand. Okay, right here for all the audio people that are tuned in on the treadmill or walking the dog that are just listening on their AirPods. Right hand is raised. Mike Rallman loves the bar in that one hotel at Universal that looks like spacey.
Nice.
I gotta have a. Was that Helios? Is that the bar?
Bar Helios? Is that the one, Pam?
The new one?
It has a bar that looks all spacey looking. That bar is pretty sweet looking. I've seen video of it.
I don't know if you mean the one there or the one at
Universal.
Stella Nova.
Maybe it's Stella Nova. There's a bar in one of those hotels that is the bomb looking. It's like space themed, kind of like Jules Verne-ish looking.
I feel like
that could be Helios. That could be Bar Helios too. It was at the top of like it was high up. So it was Bar Helios. Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, and it has great views right into the park from one side. So.
Yeah, so there you go. I've said my
We ate there. The food was fantastic, and the drinks were too. Really good drinks. So both
good stuff. Well, you're just back, so give us. We're not going to talk a ton about this, but what first impressions? What was a highlight or two?
So at Epic, that park is beautiful. It was, I think that they did so much landscaping work and whatnot. But in addition, the theming, I think, of each of the lands was really, really good. So Super Nintendo World, for all those folks who grew up on Nintendo things cool. Was there.
Getting to that land is amazing. I just have to say, getting to Super Nintendo World is incredible. So
yeah, it is. And then there's Isle of Berk, which is the How to Train Your Dragons world. So that was really, I think that there are so many different things that people are going to relate to at this park. So many things that people sort of grew up with. So I thought that was really cool. Of course, there's another Wizarding World, but this is the Wizarding World that we saw in Fantastic Beast, that we talked about this before, that prequel to the Harry Potter movies that we all know. So there is that. There's also, I thought was the most sort of abstract, but in play, when you go and see it, it's very interesting. There's a whole world around the classic monsters that you knew and watched in all those old monster movies. And I wasn't really sure what this was going to look like. They gave us, of course we knew what it was going to be, but I think that it was just sort of hard to sort of conceptualize what it would be. And it's called Dark Universe, but I think it was like, that was the one that was just sort of like, I wonder what this is going to be like. And then there's also Celestial Park, which is the park, the sort of the entrance to the park that you walk into if you're coming in from the main entrance, for that. And I think that people are really going to enjoy them. I think that there's so many things that people will find that they really love. But I will say the theming of each of these worlds is so incredible, really. I think that people who love details are going to love this because they've really taken the details of just about everything and sort of plussed it up. So it looks great. It's a beautiful, beautiful theme park. And Helios, having that entrance, it has its own separate entrance into the park. That's sort of a game changer because when you do that, you don't have to go through regular security and the regular lines and whatnot. You're going to be able to, guests staying at that hotel are going to be able to enter right in through that. And we entered right in through Helios. The bag check, there was like 2 people in front of me.
So Helios is the Grand Californian of DCA.
It is that kind of thing. The one thing that I do want to let people know is Helios does so people who are used to going to Universal know that there are 3 hotels that included with the stay at that hotel. You have Express Unlimited to the first 2 parks, Universal Studios and also Islands of Adventures. No, none of the resorts at this point in time have Express Unlimited included. So that includes Helios. It does not. So, but I know, but there are other options available and whatnot. So,
well, in the next phase, when they bring Duck Hunt, Excite Bike in Hogan's Alley to Super Nintendo Land,
no, they need to bring Balloon Fight. That was the game, man.
That game was hard. But I'm telling you, those 3 right there: Excite Bike, Duck Hunt, in Hogan's Alley, where he shot the little spinny guys. Yes, I'm in. Dude, I'm buying a ticket off full price.
I will say you will the rides in Super Nintendo World are they're very cool. It's sort of like being in the game. So
I don't even need it to be fancy. I'm so dumb. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Not really the elephant in the room. Everybody's excited, right? I mean, our Discord's been burning up about this for like 2 months. I'm glad it finally was announced. And is this show?
Yeah.
We're good. We're good. We can talk about it. We can do it. We can burn, we can burn the keyboards at this point. Pam, my voice is gone because this is my second podcast of the day. We just spent an hour opening up the phone lines so people could voice their opinions on the offerings for on-site guests in 2026. The deal that is out there from the get. I mean, Disney doesn't usually do this. Usually it's like, hey, you can book rooms and packages for 2026, but guess what? We're starting you out at rack rate, no offers. Not this year. This year, offer right off the jump. It's a pretty exciting time. So Pam, give us some details for 26.
So I know this has been a shocker, right?
Yeah.
There's been all kinds of things. So first of all, 2026 packages are going to be available for check-ins or travel dates through October 31st. So I know that people have been looking through that for that, and it's here and we're finally ready. But I think the bigger news is throughout all of 2026, guests staying at one of the on-site hotels will get a free dining plan for their kids when they purchase a dining plan as part of their package. So
awesome.
I think this is going to encourage people to have kids. I think it's going to cause people to have babies. I think it's going to cause an explosion in the population of the United States of America. I'm just
Can I ask a quick question? Because I did have this question when I was reading everything. So does that mean, is it like when you go to a restaurant and if one adult buys is it only one per adult in the room, or is it any kid in the room? If there's only one adult in the room, if there's 3 kids, all 3 kids still get it, right?
That's it, as long as the adults that are staying in the room. And remember, at Disney, you're an adult at 10, but as long as the adults in the room are buying the dining plan, the kids in the room get it for free.
That's awesome. That's great.
I mean, that'll be great. And of course, you have to be a kid age 3 to 9.
Yeah, remember,
right.
So I was going to say 3 to 9 is the kid. Just so you know.
3 to 9 is the kids, right? So younger kids will not get it, but they never have. You haven't ever been able to buy the dining plan for those kids. And the other good news about this is that this is not really a traditional special. It is just happening with packages.
It's the whole year.
It is so crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
And it will be combinable with some of the other specials that will be released throughout the year. So it's not like you'll have to choose at a later
I don't think
day.
they've done that ever, really, have they? No.
No, you've
No.
never been
Yeah.
able to combine like a free dining offer
That's
with
amazing.
another offer.
Yeah, you've always been able to improve your offer.
Right.
Exactly.
You give up the old offer to improve your offer. But this one, it's like, well, we can keep the kids dining offer, but possibly, we don't know exactly, but possibly maybe get a room offer later on, or get some kind of a ticket offer. We don't know, but I mean, that's what they're implying at this point.
Right, for sure. And in addition, benefits like the 30 minutes of early time in all the theme parks every day is staying. So that's good, because sometimes things like that go away. You're still going to get free parking at the hotels. You're still going to get early access to dining reservations and Lightning Lane for your entire stay. Still going to get hotel guests. The summer of 2026, Disney Resort hotel guests are going to get free water park admission on your check-in day too. So they did not say it's going to be for the whole 2026, but definitely for the summer. And we'll just have to see what happens earlier. I think one of the challenges was in January and February, as you know, sometimes the weather there gets a little dicey, and the water parks close if it's under a certain temperature. So lots of good stuff happening.
Yeah, we had a total debate on like why that would be, because I was thinking, well, nobody uses the water parks in the winter, but I'm thinking, no, that's back in Missouri. Like nobody uses them down there, like February, March are prime time to use them, because
exactly.
So yeah, it is interesting they say summer, but again, because we're doing these out of order. I've already recorded tomorrow's live call-in show like 2 hours ago. And what we came up with is, these offers are really good to start out, but like if it says summer, doesn't mean Disney couldn't expand this out later on.
100%.
Which is a good starting point at this point.
Exactly. They always want to under promise, over deliver. Yes, Disney's absolutely famous for that. So I think that this is where the starting point, this is what they'll see, what we'll see happen as we move forward. And I also want to encourage people, if you have a date in mind, put down the $200 deposit. That's all it takes. It's fully refundable. Just get those dates locked in, because at any point in time, they could decide, guess what? If you're booking after this date, you don't get the free dining for kids. And even if you aren't going to take advantage of the free dining, let's say you don't have kids in that age frame or whatever, we have seen select dates become harder and harder to get each time we do this. So, I mean, there's no, this isn't really a sales pitch. This is literally me telling you, these are my tips, because I've been doing this for over 20-something years.
I'm right with you, because I do this every single day.
Not a sales pitch, really. I know it sounds sort of salesy, but I get nothing from this if you put down a deposit. Like, if you end up not going.
Yeah, we don't get anything until people travel. So
right, exactly.
Deposit at all.
I'm just telling you, because I want you to have your best shot at getting what you want when you want it. So that's our little pitch. And we're going to have some special offers for guests who are booking packages with a dining plan. So
yeah, we talked about that. So, yeah, think about that dining plan, especially if you have kids, you're doing character dining. It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
It is. Yeah, it's the deal. You're losing money. You're leaving money on the table.
If Mickey's going to be coming by your table, get a dining plan if you got kids. I'm not saying you got to go, have kids, but if you have them already, they're already going to be costing you money. Get a dining plan.
That's
they
right.
They kind of eat anyway. They eat a lot. So yeah, I mean, it's exciting though. They're bringing back the evening extended hours for the deluxe guests. That's coming back too. That's another perk.
It's awesome. I love that they're expanding the perks. I love that they're expanding and not taking them away. Like, we're continuing to see that happen. So
cool. So there we go. So 2026 is open. We'd love to help you out at the Magic for Less, but just want to get that out there so that we have that going. Matthew's asking, Can you park hop with that check it? Because 2025, I guess, will be the same rules. I don't even know. Could you like go to?
We don't know yet because it hasn't
Yeah.
started.
That's true.
We have not had both water parks open yet. I'm assuming
That's true.
yes,
We're not open yet. Yeah.
but we'll be seeing that soon in the next couple of weeks. That will start at Walt Disney World, and we'll have a better sense of what that looks like. But yeah, Matthew, we just have not. We don't know because it just hasn't happened yet. So hopefully we get some more information on that soon.
We have some hypotheticals. We're trying to get things done for our guests, and this is one of my good friends. Just talked to him on the live call-in show about an hour ago. He's staying up late for us, so we're helping him out here. Mohawk over in Scotland. When do you think Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween tickets will go on sale? He says this guarantees it's going to happen before the show hits the feed.
I hope that they give us a couple weeks. I hope they let us.
Yes, please. Yeah, don't do this on this week. Come on.
Right.
Please.
Yeah, exactly.
For the love of God. Yeah, Mohawk, I'm kicking you out. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop.
Usually it's like sometime in May. If by remembering, trying to remember.
Yeah. Before Memorial Day, though.
Yeah, it's before. It's like I think they do halfway to Halloween at the end of this month usually. So I would say they'll probably possibly announce it at the end of this month, and then tickets won't go on sale until the beginning of May sometime. But that's just a guess based off of past, what they've done in the past. Usually it is sometime early May though that they have tickets. So
halfway to Halloween is such a made up COVID thing.
Oh, remember? Yeah, absolutely.
Like, could we find something to celebrate in the history of life? And it was like, let's celebrate halfway to Halloween. And it's kind of stuck around. That's what was crazy. Here's a good hypothetical again from Justin. Then we're going to go to the inbox. When is Rose and Crown ever going to expand their menu? We used to love going there, but they stripped the menu down, and I don't think it's worth it anymore. Has anybody been to Rose and Crown? Because I've heard this from guests. I have heard it is not what it used to be.
I went a few years back, and yeah, the menu is very pared down. Seriously, only 4 or 5 things like for the entrees, and that's it. So, I mean, I think that's one of the things that COVID knocked out their menu completely, because I know I dined there after COVID, and that's when I realized that the issue had happened. So I don't know if they'll bring anything back. I mean, it's kind of one of those, you got 4 or 5 things on your menu, you just do those things well, and that's all there is to it. So I think that's how the menu is going to be. It'd be great if they did add some additional things, and hey, you never know, we may get one of those random posts from Disney, Eats or something. Guess what? We've added an entree to Rose and Crown. But I don't think they're going to make any updates anytime soon, unfortunately.
I wonder what their bookings look like, because I mean, if they're always sold out, there'd be no reason to expand the menu. But I wonder if they're soft bookings. I have no idea, because I haven't thought. Because it used to be a really popular ADR. I don't know where it stands.
I still think it is. I still think it's pretty popular. Yeah. I mean, it pops up a little more for me now than it did, but I still think it's extremely popular. So,
Pam, when's the last time you were at Rose and Crown?
For this very reason, we have not been in quite a while. There's literally, I think, 4 or 5 entrees.
Yeah, that's it. It's like 4 or 5.
Rose and Crown, they took away most of the good appetizers. I would love to go there more often, but there's no way that we will. And I think that their bookings, I don't know that they're that great, because most days I can find something at Rose and Crown.
Okay, maybe I am.
So it just is, I don't know why they chose to do this. I mean, I know a lot of restaurants like sort of pared down things at different times, but this is not a choice I would make.
It's interesting because it's such a great atmosphere in that restaurant, in a great location. I mean, right,
and a great spot for fireworks viewing too.
Right, we did that big fireworks experience there for the end of Illuminations. That was amazing. I'll never forget that, because it's my favorite show and favorite people, and it was the best.
There's availability tonight. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. You're right, Pam. Availability is much better than it used to be. Yeah.
For 3 of us, let's go. What time?
Oh, well, I did for a party of 1, but let me check for a party of
inviting us. What are you doing?
I wasn't gonna. Oh gosh, for 4, there's times all up the
All right,
board.
Justin,
Yeah.
you're in. You're going with us. Justin,
Let's go.
he's coming with us. We're all going. What do we get?
Yes, yeah. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 times available for a party of 4 right now.
Justin,
Just
when you're
tonight.
available, we're heading down. Even though you don't like what's on the menu, we're gonna.
Yeah, even though you don't like the menu, we're gonna go anyway and have a good time. Yeah. Yeah, there's. I'm looking at the menu now. Actually, there's. Depending on how you take this, there are 4 menu items, but 3 of them are regular items like fish and chips, bangers and mash, and shepherd's pie, and then 1 is a vegetarian item of a savory impossible hot pot, which I guess is just a meat casserole. So
pass.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to say that in the nicest way possible. There's really only 3 menu options.
Real quick, and I was just hooked up to a GI tube for 36 hours, and I'm still passing.
There's only 2 appetizers, a coronation salad, and the Scotch egg, which is delicious. But and then
the bomb. I didn't know
there's only 2 desserts of the sticky toffee pudding, which does sound delicious, and the seasonal gelato. So that's you're right. It is so pared down that it's not even funny. They need to bring back some additional items on that menu. That is sad.
It's really bad. Like
really
each time I'm like, I want to go there, and I'm like, oh no, I don't.
You know what that menu is? I mean, honest to God, that menu is like a food and wine booth. I mean, that's basically that's really what you have like at a food and wine booth. It's not much more. It's usually like 4 items. But I mean, you're sitting down inside and paying bigger prices. All right, Ricky's being the Casper, the friendly ghost here, and keep disappearing on us. All right, next question is from Emily over in the inbox. Hi, Mike, Pam, Ricky, and Scott. I'll be visiting Walt Disney World at the end of May with my husband, my mom, and our 2-year-old son. We're looking forward to Animal Kingdom as my son loves animals, and my husband and I love the food choices. And I can't wait for the churros at Nomad Lounge. Priorities there. Oh, churros. My mom wants to do a capture your moment while we're there, but they only have 9 a.m. available. I'm worried that it will interfere with the low early morning wait times. We want to do Navi River and the safari before wait times get too long. I will be almost 8 months pregnant. We want to keep my time in lines down as much as possible. Do you think we'll have time to do both attractions before 9 a.m.? We're staying on site and we'll be there for rope drop. Thanks for the amazing podcast. Emily from Buffalo, New York. Pam, what say you? Because Ricky was not here when I read the question.
My internet keeps dropping out.
Give me the blurb at the front again. I know she wants to try to do both these things before 9.
She's trying to do a 9 a.m. capture your moment, but she wants to do Navi River Journey and the safari before the lines get too long. So she's trying to, she's basically asking if she thinks she can do both Navi River Journey and the safari before the 9 a.m. capture your moment appointment.
No,
I don't
think so. The safari is 20 plus minutes. First of all, that ride in itself is a longer attraction. And in addition, the queue, whether there's people in it or not, takes about, no joke, 5 to 8 minutes to walk.
Yeah,
don't you think?
That thing is super long. Yeah. Okay.
It is. So I think that will be a challenge in that. And actually the queue for Navi is actually very long too.
Yeah, it is.
Like they try to make it shorter when there aren't a ton of people, but it's just a long queue. They both sort of are. So I don't think you'll be able to do both. After, I guess I would probably be inclined.
Well, so for capture your moment, do you check in at the front of the park? I'm guessing with your photographer. Probably.
I think you check in where you want to, where
you're going to shoot.
Where you're going to shoot is what I believe, but I'm not sure. I don't know how they do it.
I've never done it. Kim would know, but she's shooting right now at the Grand Floridian. I was talking to her.
Yeah, right.
But what's up, Kim? Like say they were shooting in Pandora, then you could probably do Navi with no problem and pop out. Because the thing is, Pandora's close to the front of the park. So you could probably do Navi with no problem, but Safari's way in the back. And like you said, it's a long attraction. It's got a long queue and it's a long walk. It's just a lot of longs.
Yeah, it's a lot of longs.
That one's out. But maybe Navi, split the difference.
Possibly. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sort of leaning towards, I know. I think you could do either one.
You're hustling at 8 months pregnant in Animal Kingdom. Dude, Animal Kingdom wipes out the best of us that run marathons.
True story.
Be careful with that park. It'll get you. It'll jump up and bite you like a cobra.
Yeah.
It will. No kidding. Andrew, our good friend Andrew's here from Stony Brook, I believe, back in the day. We got all the philosophical questions. I need like a turban or something, like somebody that's doing deep thinking today. Do you think Michael Eisner regretted building Mission Space?
Oh, I mean, that's a question for Michael Eisner, but
I love his tweets. His tweets are the best. Like, they're just random at this point in his life. He talks about soccer and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm sure he didn't regret it. I think that it has, I think it has served its purpose, and I would like to see something else go in that space, themed or whatever there, or what. I don't care. I would like to see them bulldoze that entire pavilion and start over. But but Mission Space is just not my favorite, and if it went away tomorrow, I wouldn't be sad. So but I don't think Michael Eisner regrets doing it, and I think that it was good for the time that it was there. It's good. It's good. When it was created, it was good for that time. So because we weren't going to space as regular people at that point in life, so that was still a dream to be able to do that.
When we built that, we're going.
Well, no, but I mean, average people, like, I mean, I use that in quotes of average people. If you count Katy Perry as average person,
don't start with that. They're not astronauts. Just in my opinion. Okay, we're not even going there. Go ahead.
So yeah. But that's basically Mission Space in a way. So I don't know. I feel like the green side is definitely like what they experienced. It's just however you.
Well, they experienced maybe the orange side. I'll give them the orange side.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. We're not even starting this. Okay. You're trying to get me in trouble.
I am. It's fine. It's fine.
Here's the thing. I'm the biggest space nut of everything. Like, I remember when they built this, I was working at space camp, right? And I'm like, dude, my whole staff, like all the teachers, we had off the week of the 4th of July because no teachers would come for professional development on the 4th of July. So we're all like, we're driving from Huntsville. We're going to Epcot because there's a bunch of us that were Disney fans down there on staff. We're wearing our flight suits and we're getting on this sucker in our flight suits. This is going to be the coolest thing ever. Disney, space, blah, blah, blah. It never lived up to the hype. Like, I
agree with that. I agree. It never did.
And the thing is, it had an unfortunate accident off the jump, which was bad. So it had negative publicity, and that was terrible. But
yes,
it didn't have, like, it went for the thrill attraction, but it didn't have a lot of thrill. It had more kind of nauseated
vomit.
And which, I mean, a lot of space things do. I mean, there's a vomit comet experience.
Absolutely.
The KC-135, that's what it does. But I mean, you probably don't want to do that to guests in a theme park. That's not what you're paying $100 for. It missed. It was a big miss. And I just think they could have done better. Pam, because I just think nobody goes on it. Like, it's a big hole. It's a big miss.
So in the beginning, it actually was pretty popular for quite a while. And I will say, I think one of the things that sort of impacted it was intense in a way that maybe they didn't predict. Like, I think that maybe the folks that experienced it from their perspective weren't as impacted by it.
I get that.
And think about it. I mean, how long ago did this open?
It was the early 2000s, I think.
Yeah.
I was working at space camp. So I worked there from 2001 to 2003.
So I remember being at the opening event and like the astronauts were there and stuff like that, and just being excited. I remember, and this probably, is showing my age a bit, but I wrote it twice in a row.
Oh my God.
On opening night, right? No way could I have done that. No way could I have done that. I can't do that now. But in the beginning, it was very popular, and I do see people still choosing to do it, to do it. But I think there are oftentimes attractions that don't have like a long span of life, and they choose to redo them or change them or something. I mean, look at Test Track. How many different iterations, versions of Test Track can we see? Right? Look at Journey into Your Imagination. And we're going to see another one with that. So I don't know. I think that Disney's probably not a company that has too many regrets, because it just is not a feeling that's very valuable. I think that they take what they can, learn from it, and move on and try to do it. And I keep wondering if some point we'll see a new incarnation of that. I know what they probably aren't sad that they did, and that's Space 220, which is part of that whole thing, because that is one of the hottest tickets in town, and that is a prefix meal, by the way, that people are going in and shelling out not a small amount of money to do. So if it were my company and I was looking at it from, if I had to have this to get this, I might still choose to do both.
This is true.
Let me ask you guys, let me ask you a question about that real quick, because I asked both of you this. So on a scale of 1 to 100, like the continuum, 0 to 100, where do you place the success of Space 220? Like on a 0 to 100 scale?
Oh, it's
I would say it's like an 80.
It's a really hard ADR to get. It's a really hard.
One
like
of
they have
the hard.
the bar. It
You
is
don't hear anything about it ever,
because it's so hard to get. People
about
just
it.
aren't able to get it. I mean,
Yeah.
I look every time I'm down there, and it's full. You know, it's completely packed. So I would say it's probably close to like 95 in that regard. Like,
I guess I'm just judging success on a different thing, like, because it just, you know, like you hear it, like Ohana's always like to talk, right? And you know, there's certain restaurants that you just hear about all the time. You never hear about Space 220, but I guess it's full all the time. That's what they want.
I will admit, like, I've dined there within the last year or so with Brian, and I dined there on opening day. I will admit the food has dropped off considerably from that opening day to what I had, you know, about a year ago. So like, it is not as good, I'll readily admit. But I still think for the average guest, you know, that wow factor of coming in and seeing space, you know, like there is a lot to be said about that. So
it's awesome. It's an attraction more than just a restaurant. I mean,
absolutely.
Like that space elevator whole thing. I mean, it's a combination between like the old hydrolators, like in the seas.
Yeah.
I mean, it blows you away, but
it
doesn't have repeatability necessarily, though. Like, I mean, you go to Ohana over and over. I don't think you got to go to Space 220.
I think a lot of people do like to go to Space.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Real quick, because we're gonna wrap this. What do you think about like repeatability and like where do you put it on the continuum, like 0 to 100?
So from my perspective, I will say the first time I went there versus the last time I went there, I thought the food was better the last time I went there.
There we
so
go.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
I think I've gone a few times and I've had fun each time. I think that there's more than 4 choices, first of all.
Yes,
on the menu.
there are more than 4 choices.
Take that, England.
I think it's fun. I think it gives kids something to do that's not maybe a personal screen, but a big screen that is more interactive and sort of gives like that. I think that it's something that people can like if we go with new people, that's one of the things that so many people want to do. They're like, we want to do Space 220. I'm like, okay, well, this is a tall order.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I love the way that they've sort of made that lounge space available too. That there's a bar and a lounge space, and you can make ADRs for the lounge, but you can also do a walk up to try to get in too. Now the walk up doesn't always happen, but I think both of those things. I will tell you, when we were just there with my parents, I had the Space 220 lounge. I had it on a dining finder for every day we were there. No.
Couldn't get it?
Nope.
Yeah.
Didn't pop up.
Did you say you were paying for us or what?
Yeah, that carries 0 weight. Disney doesn't do stuff like that. But no, it just is really, it is very challenging. So I think that that's something that, I think that a lot of people are going, and I think a lot of people go more than once.
I agree.
And that's
I
what
agree.
Christy over on Facebook, Christy Blom says, definitely repeatable, the lounge. Anyway, she says, yeah.
So now, but the only problem is this makes it so much harder to do anything to Mission Space, though, because they have such a popular restaurant in, Space 220 that, like, what do you do with Mission Space now? You got to keep that space theme. So now you really have to think about, if they ever redid it, you really have to think about how they're going to redo it. I mean, they're creative people. They can do that. But I really hope that they do it within the next 10 years, because I think Mission Space is way dead. So,
Well, honestly, I feel like Mission Space was built in the shuttle era, and like we've gone so much further with privatization of space, and it's a different era of space. But we're not going to talk about that because that's a long thing. We got one last question. It's from Cindy, and she says, "Happy Easter to the BOGP crew." Well, we're a couple of days late on that, but happy Easter. The Easter Bunny's still maybe making a few last rounds. Hope everyone celebrated well. If you all celebrate, I have a logistical question for y'all. I'm starting my early planning for my trip in February of 2026. I'm headed down with my gymnastics team who are competing at ESPN on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be heading down early Thursday morning to enjoy Disney. I'm also staying longer until Tuesday evening to keep the joy alive. Here's my dilemma. Since I have the competition right in the middle of my stay, I don't know how best to do my park tickets. I can't do a 4 or 5 day as my time frame expires. I don't know if I can do 2 sets of 2 days within one visit. I'm trying to think outside of the box, but I feel I need your insight, experience, and expertise. Thanks for all you do to keep my account on edge. LOL, Cindy up in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Go Leafs. So this is a pickle. People that do cruises, that do stays before and after a cruise, have this same pickle, not just gymnastics coaches. What say you, Pam Forrester, to this? There's really not a good answer, unless like you do like a water park option or something.
There is not a good answer. If you want to have, 2 sets of dates and you have sort of the span in the middle where you won't be using tickets, then your only option is really to buy 2 sets of tickets. One that starts, if you have a package, you can do one with your package with the start date either at the front or the end. It doesn't really matter, because when you have a package, your tickets are good for the length of your package. Or you can do, but only within a certain time frame.
It's usually a +2.
Yes.
Days.
Right. So the other thing you can, if you're staying on a package, you could buy tickets and use them at the front of your package for the number of days that you need them. And then you can also buy standalone tickets for the end of your package. But there is not really a good solution for this.
I wish Disney would offer like some kind of like a buyback or something for people that are doing like cruises and like athletic. Here's the one thing I might look at, Cindy, just from my personal experience. Maybe buy the tickets on the front end of your package for the first part. Look at varsity events or whoever's putting on your gymnastics competition, because they might have discounted tickets for the people that are competing. It wouldn't be much, but you might save a little bit on those tickets for the athletes and coaches. And that could get you maybe a 2 day, because usually they're shorter tickets for the people that are competing at ESPN. And maybe you can get like a 2 day ticket to get you the rest of the way through through varsity events or whoever's putting that on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Possibly. Stinks, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, well, hey, that's gonna do it. But you want to do a draft on Friday?
Yeah,
That's gotta play. There's actually, you know that song, that little ditty right there? ESPN put out a whole special on that sound. It's called 10 Notes. Somebody put it in our Discord about how they came up with that sound for the NFL draft. So that's like a sacred sound, just so you know. So we're gonna use it on Friday. We're going to draft the best quick service restaurants at Walt Disney World. So come on back and have fun with us. But until then, don't forget our podcast always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We can help you book 2025 Walt Disney World vacations, but also 2026 Walt Disney World vacations as well, unless you want to go after Halloween. If you want to go after Halloween, sorry, not yet. But if you want to go before Halloween, even on Halloween, we're there for you. And increase booking bonuses for those folks who want to add a dining package through the first month of bookings. I mean, hello, let's do it. Let's get going. It's time. It's go time. I feel the need for speed of booking a Walt Disney World vacation. I'm like, Maverick, where's my goose? Let's go. We can also help you with Disney cruises, Disneyland trips, and Adventures by Disney. All the details are on the best site on the internet, themagicforless.com. Check it out today. Also, please use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Please click through that when you do your shopping. That helps us out. And the best way to support the show is through Patreon. You can support us over there, $5 a month. Helps us cover all of our costs. And for that, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. So come over this week. We'd love to have you at patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can follow us all on the social media. I'm at beourguestmike. Ricky's at Rikki Nibs. Pam's at TMFLT Pam. Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. And we'll have a live call-in show this Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, in all the places. Give us a holler. Let's talk about anything that's on your mind. And finally, join us in the clubhouse. It's free for everybody. It's like a 24/7 live listener question show, hangout, cheers bar, whatever you want, corner pub. And we have more than 4 items on the menu for you. Not because we don't have any, but it's pretty awesome. We got a lot of channels. We got like 40 channels. So come on over and join us. It's awesome. It's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. Bring your own Scotch egg, though, if you want. All right, we're going to be back again Thursday. Tomorrow we got the call-in show from Monday, and then Friday we're going to have a draft. Just subscribe, and it'll hit your feed. You don't have to think. And if you please do, give us a rating and a review if you like today's show. If you didn't, don't. But if you did, please do. All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you again down the road, less than 24 hours, because we're crazy. We do a lot of shows. So for Rikki and Pam, I'm Mike, wishing you a great Wednesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you, Carolyn. Let me save this bad boy. Episode 2679. All I've been eating is leftovers from Easter since I didn't get to have Easter lunch with the family. And that's what I'm having again for dinner tonight. Because we got a honey baked ham and we got a honey baked turkey. The honey baked turkey is better than the honey baked ham.
Oh,
it's so good. Oh my God.
There you go.
That's interesting.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, telling you, you should get one. It's so good. Oh man, it is rocking. All right, let's do this. Scotty G missing out on the draft. Got to go Chicago. Here we go. Welcome to episode 2681 of the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're getting ready for a great weekend, and so glad you're kicking it off with us here on the show. We love talking Disney with you. We just love spending time with you, and hopefully keeping you company as you go on a run, maybe walking the dog, doing the dishes, or just something fun. Are all those things fun? I guess walking the dog's awesome, but doing the dishes, not awesome. Going on a run, if it's awesome, you're kind of psycho. But it's a means to an end for a lot of us, just so we can eat a lot of Mexican food on Friday night. It's basically it. So let's have a good time and talk Disney. We're doing a draft today because this weekend, a lot of guys' dreams are going to come true. They're going to get drafted in the NFL. You're going to hear this sound a lot if you tune into ESPN. And I just like playing the sound on the soundboard. So here we go. We're going to pick our favorite quick service restaurants, 4 rounds. And you got to tell us who you think had the best team, the best picks overall. So joining us, we have Rikki from a DisneyWorldAfterAll.com and the Mouse for Less. Rikki, who do you think is going to go number 1 this year in the NFL draft? Who do you have? You have Cam Ward?
Yep. I have no idea who any of these players are, so I got nothing.
You want Brady Cook? Brady Cook. Just take
Sure.
Brady Cook. Sure. Let Brady cook.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you who any of the players are that are up for draft, so it's all good. Didn't even know it was the draft this weekend until you said something, so there's also that. So yeah, no idea. No clue. No nothing. But I do have my parents in town this weekend, so there's that. We will not be watching the draft with my parents, by the way. So
your dad doesn't watch football, Rick?
no, not really. Ever since, the whole Rams debacle, he's really stopped watching,
That's true.
all football and all of everything. So
I'm the same way. People from St. Louis do not like the NFL, and I'm the same way. I'm a college guy.
Yeah, no, and he's not even a college guy, so he's he's fine.
Yeah.
No.
People, I'm telling you, St. Louis men, especially men from St. Louis, are bitter about the NFL. We've lost people of my age and older. We've lost 2 teams.
Correct.
So,
yes.
We've lost the Cardinals and the Rams.
He's not the biggest NFL fan. No,
yeah.
I think I'll watch games occasionally, but like it's not. It was something when I was growing up, in our house. But that was when we had the Rams. So
exactly, we won the Super Bowl, the greatest time of our lives, and then they decided, we're just going to leave. And it makes tense situations in my house because my dad works for the Rams. And
this is true.
He's all happy that for a while there, he comes over for family events and he's showing his Super Bowl ring. He got a Super Bowl ring that year and he's flashing that thing. I'm like, put that thing away. I hate the Rams.
Right.
Ugh. And he's like, why are you hating on the Rams? I'm like, because they left us. They hate us. And so yeah, it was intense.
Big fights.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Here's your gift. Merry Christmas. And I love you.
Yeah, there you go.
We're so much alike. We just butt heads.
Yeah, you are.
He's like my hero. My dad's my hero. My grandpa is my hero. But man, we are so much alike. I mean, because my dad was like a radio guy. What am I doing right here? I'm talking into his old microphone.
Yep.
Man, when you're like somebody, you butt heads so bad. And just parenting advice 101 off the jump here. And I've said off the jump too much. I'm done with that. All right, not Rikki. Pam Forrester's
I've
here.
already gone. It's Pam's turn.
You're good. Pam's up. She's calling her the magic for less travel, getting ready for an awesome weekend. Pam Forrester, happy Friday. What's up?
Happy Friday. I actually did not know it was the draft either. Isn't that horrible? But no, I just didn't. I don't know.
You know what city it's in?
Follow.
You guys don't know where it's taking place?
No.
Okay, so it's the one football team that is owned by it's owned by the town. It's owned by the people. So you can buy a share.
That doesn't help me.
The Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I didn't know, but I'm excited for our draft. I can get excited about that one, maybe. I feel like I have more specialized knowledge in this place.
All right. So any big plans up Pittsburgh way this weekend? Anything happening? Last weekend, Easter, deviled eggs.
I know. This weekend, I think I just need a breather. And it's time for the lawn care to start happening, like the landscaping.
Dude, here it just keeps raining and then getting hot and then raining. It's like a jungle in our yard because you can't get the tractor out on the yard because you'll sink. But then it rains again and then it gets hot. It's a mess. It's like a marsh. You got like a 5-minute window and then you see your neighbor get out there and it puts the peer pressure on you. It's so stressful this time of year. Like, is he going for it? Like and then, like all the rest of the neighbors go out on their decks. And we're like, Steve's going for it. He's on his tractor. Is he going to sink when he goes around the big oak? Is he? Oh, his back tires are spinning. He shouldn't have gone out there yet. It's too muddy. Yep. So it's that time of the year.
Yeah. I know, I get it, but I like this time of year though too. It's like good to see everything like come back to life, sort of. So
no, it's the greenest of greens right outside the windows here.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. I mean, in 15 minutes, the grass will be higher than the window, but it's green. It grows fast. Chlorophyll's out there. I'll tell you that. All right, so let's get to business. We're going to start off with a draft. We're going to do 4 rounds, picking our favorite counter service restaurants only at Walt Disney World. We get 4 picks and we are going to do a snake draft. So it'll be 1 to 3, 3 to 1. And then, you can tell us over in the Discord who had the best overall squad. So I'm going to I always go, where do you want me to go? I'll let you guys pick. Cause sometimes I go last and you're like, well, you got the 2 picks in a row. I'll go second. Cause I never go second. So Pam or Rikki, who wants to go first?
I'm fine either way.
Okay, we'll let Rikki go first. Rikki, you got the first draft. Hang on.
All right.
I gotta be Paul Tagliabue back in the day. He was the old commissioner way back in the day.
Yeah, I recognize the name.
Of the 2025 Quick-Service Walt Disney World Draft out of Sugar Hill, Georgia.
Y'all let me go first. So I'm just saying, don't be mad when I pick the best choice.
The first pick. There's a lot of choices, I think.
No, this is the best choice. And it's going to be Satuli Canteen. Mic drop. Done. Over. It's the draft's over. No, Satuli Canteen is just such a solid restaurant. It's at Disney's Animal Kingdom in the land of Pandora. And I mean, ever since it debuted, it has just been solid and delicious. And you've got the option of picking your base, which can be like a salad or some sort of grain or something like that. Then you get to pick which kind of meat you want, which can be, you know, chicken or steak or whatever. They even have tofu, which is an option. And then you pick your kind of drizzle on top. It's so delicious. It's nutritious. It's hard to believe it's theme park food. But I would be remiss if I did not talk about my favorite thing, which is actually not the bowl, but it was actually the cheeseburger bun, which is so delicious, so yummy. And I honestly, I was sad when it was taken off the main menu for a while, and I think they put it back on. Most of the time, I just end up getting the kids menu version of it anyway. But it's so delicious. They had some that were similar. I haven't eaten them yet. I did pick them up. But they were at Walmart. And so if you want cheeseburger bao buns, they have some at Walmart if you would like to kind of like have a Disney night and enjoy those. So like I said, I haven't eaten them yet, so I don't know of their deliciousness, but they do sell them. So there's that. Yeah.
All right. Satuli Canteen off the board. Round one, pick one. Round one, pick two goes to Pam Forrester. Oh, no, it goes to me.
No, it goes to you. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God.
With the first pick for Mike Rallman out of beautiful Weldon Spring, Missouri. I'm going to say I'm in Weldon Spring. I'm right on the border with St. Peter's. I'm going to switch it up. Out of the University of Disney Springs, I'm taking Polite Pig.
Oh, good choice.
Because he was a big, beefy lineman with lots of drinks and foods of various offerings. We all know what they offer there, so I'm just not going to elaborate on that, but we all know it's good. And here's the deal. You know what the bonus is? Why he's a bonus baby? When you come down the escalator, you get a whiff of this guy.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just like, I think I smell my guy.
Yeah, that's true.
He smells awful polite. Oh, he smells kind of piggy. I need to go visit my boy Polite Pig.
Yes, you do.
It's like those old cartoons where like Pepe Le Pew used to pick him up and like carry him around like... That's Polite Pig, dude. You're just picked up off your feet right in. That line can be super long. You don't care. Why am I standing here? I don't know. The scent brought me in. Polite Pig off the board. All right, Pam Forrester, you got the third pick of first round. Wrap it up. You actually have back-to-back picks, so think about it.
I know. Well, so you took mine, so that's going to be my one. So I wish I would have gone first. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going with the tried and true good one. It's Geyser Point.
Nice.
It's a good quick service, and it's actually one of those quick services that does sort of double duty because it has that the location and quick service that you can pull from there. But it's a great spot. There's so many good things from which you can choose. It's that burger is fire. Just all kinds of things on the menu are great. So I think that's always going to be my number one choice. And then
hang on.
Sorry.
Round two, pick one for Pam
Okay.
out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right, good. So the next place I'm going to pick is one that is super themed and has something that will appeal to a certain group of fans, and that is Docking Bay 7.
I
know,
forget
right?
about Docking Bay 7 all the time.
I know, but
Never
you shouldn't because they actually have good food in addition to all of the theming. That Mike, by the way, you may not know this, but they actually have the Ronto wrap at Docking Bay too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
had an event there that one time, super like at 2:30 in the morning.
Yes, it was early.
Super
Not quite 2:30, but it was early.
It probably felt like 2:30. Yeah.
Right, I know. But on top of it, they have a lot of other stuff. Like they have a tuna poke bowl, they have a salad, the pork ribs, the fried chicken tip yip. Like everyone likes a little tip yip. But they have a salad, they have all kinds of different things. But I think it's just very unique, and it has food that I think will appeal to most people. Just has sort of a different, they just sort of retheme it a little bit. But they have lots of good stuff to eat there. They have good desserts. They have good kids meals. So I say, these are my two. I know I don't. You come back around to me at some point, right?
Yeah, no, you're rolling. I mean, Jason does this professionally for a living. He says you got the early GM of the year candidate with the bison burger and the Ronto wrap right off the board.
I think the GM thing, even with my limited sports knowledge, I think I could manage the GM.
So you're in good shape. Now, I need a ruling here because I've never been to this place, and I know it has table service, but does it have a counter service element to it? That new place at the Polynesian Tower, the Wahili?
It just no, it only does for breakfast. You can grab and go, but it doesn't have a.
All right,
I know.
Ah, dang, I thought I was going to try to sneak something.
I thought of it too. Believe me.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, then I'm going. Dude, mine's going to be like a one-trick pony kind of team, but I got to go with it. This is kind of my trick. I'm out of St. Louis. I'm in the greater St. Louis area, one of the hotbeds for this kind of an athlete. My team is not going to be very diverse, but with the second pick, or with my second round pick out of, I'm trying to think where they're out of, kind of by Africa at Disney's Animal Kingdom Park, I'm taking Flame Tree Barbecue.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Because again, it has a lot of the same tricks that Polite Pig does. You walk past there, it could be like 9:30 in the morning, like you just finished breakfast. What's the Rock cooking? It's so good. I don't even need this. I just had a pink donut like 45 minutes ago. Do I smell baked beans? Do I smell ribs? I'm from St. Louis. Those smell like St. Louis style ribs that they have there. Coleslaw. I need coleslaw. I need some cornbread. And I mean, the thing is, before Satuli came, this was it. This was it. It got usurped by Satuli. But it doesn't mean that it got any worse. It's still amazing, but everybody goes to Satuli now. So I'm going to take Flame Tree Barbecue. But man, I'm all about the barbecue right now at this point. I got it cornered, so I might have to make a trade at some point to diversify my lineup. But
I can help you.
Nobody else is getting barbecue, people. If you want barbecue, you're coming wrong with these picks. So there you go. I'm stacking it. Okay, so Rikki, you are up next.
All right, for my second round draft pick, do I get the music? Okay, all right. I just want to make sure I got the music. It felt
right, you need the music.
Felt like I needed the music and was gonna fail if I didn't get it. So okay, cool. I am gonna go with a tried and true. It is a fan favorite. It's one of those that you kind of have to go here. I feel like. At least once. It's very traditional theme park food though, and that's going to be Casey's Corner on Main Street, USA. Because again, you gotta go for the corn dog nuggets. The corn dog nuggets are everything. Dip them in the cheese sauce. It's delicious. You've got chili cheese fries here, which are chef's kiss. Love chili cheese fries. But then if you want the chili cheese dog, you can do that. If you want a plain dog, a plain hot dog, you can get that too. And yeah, it's so good. The only downfall here, of course, is the line. But that's what mobile order was invented for. So I'm just saying, now you don't want to get mobile order at 15 minutes before the fireworks start. That's not where you want to go. But if you're just kind of hanging out in the middle of the afternoon, pull up, grab yourself a delicious hot dog with some chili cheese and some corn dog nuggets. And you've got the perfect, the corn dog nuggets are a perfect snack. Perfect. So, yeah.
That was on my radar. He was on my board. He was on my whiteboard, but Casey, he got taken. So,
yeah, I had to go there. I didn't want somebody else to take it, and I had to go with a classic for the draft.
I got you. Okay, so you have the first round of the third. You got the first pick of the third round.
All right. Well, I feel like this is some. I keep forgetting about the music now.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the music.
I gotta wait for the music. Yeah. All right. So for my third round, I mean, I gotta go with it, and you've taken all the other barbecue places. So yeah, it was mentioned all the barbecue places have been gone, but Sam Eagle, you got to go with Regal Eagle Smokehouse again. If you're looking for really good barbecue, this is gonna be the choice.
Matthew, what are you doing in the chat?
Yes. No, Matthew, I kind of regret I didn't say it first because now it looks like I'm copying Matthew, but I'm not. I didn't copy Matthew. I promise it was on my list. But yeah, Regal Eagle is a delicious option. They have, half a chicken, which is good. They have a brisket sandwich. My favorite is the pulled pork or the pork butt platter. But this is like one of the weirdest places because you can just get a side of pickles, which is a weird choice. And you can also get a side of, don't ask me. Now, it used to be garlic bread. And don't ask me how I know, but I accidentally got like 3 or 4 pieces of garlic bread because I got garlic bread with my meal and then got a side of garlic bread, not realizing that the garlic bread came with my meal. So like I had like 4 pieces of garlic bread and I regretted nothing at that point. So that was good. They've got onion rings, which are delicious. They've
called a loaf.
Yeah, exactly. They've got baked beans, which are delicious, coleslaw, mac and cheese. But now it's also good, but it's not. I still like the Texas toast, the garlic toast better, but they have cornbread now, which is also delicious. And I've had that as well. But I mean, you got to go with the giant Texas toast. I mean, yeah, garlic toast.
Okay, so I'm super excited. I gotta admit, I'm super excited because I gambled and I think I just won.
Oh no!
This was almost my first round pick.
I know what you're gonna go with.
And this was almost my second round pick, and I said I'm gonna let it go and see if I can get it in the third round. And I'm not getting this in the fourth round. I know that this is not getting past 2 Pam Forrester picks.
Oh.
For my third pick, because I am getting a steal on this one. I'm getting Connections Eatery at Epcot.
I did almost pick Connections. Yeah.
Because I'm going to read
on my list. I just had to cross it off on my list.
Okay, because let me just read what I'm getting on this third round pick. What I'm getting. So I'm getting the hot honey chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that is good.
I'm getting the Bomb Kuchkin.
Yeah.
Okay, look about the Liege waffle. You guys know I love that Liege waffle.
Yeah, that Liege waffle is delicious.
Like eating air. It's a great dessert, but the Bomb Kuchkin is my favorite. The hot honey chicken sandwich is just like a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I think it's so good. And then right now they have a hibiscus margarita going on. There they have the French bistro burger. Holy smokes, that looks good. There's a picture of that. Let me see what else we got. The All-American Classic Burger. You got the hand-breaded chicken sandwich is the one that looks like the Chick-fil-A sandwich. You have a margarita pizza, pepperoni pizza, 5 cheese pizza. You have the General Tso's chicken salad. That thing is amazing. Have you guys had that?
It's really good.
Oh, it's so good.
I actually haven't. No.
You've never had the General Tso's chicken salad?
No.
It is awesome. You also
we talked before about how I don't eat salads very much, so
I don't even know how to pronounce this next thing because I've never had a Nicosi style salad or what's that?
Niçoise,
yeah.
Okay. Nicosi. Don't know how to pronounce it. Never ordered it, but I can get that too. They have a black bean burger, and you have truffle fries, Parmesan fries, black garlic fries, coleslaw French fries, and kids meals. I mean, and dessert.
I'm a fan of truffles.
You have shakes. Coke Zero, you have like hot cocoa, tea, holy smokes, wines, Mai Tais. I just stole all this in the third round.
It was on my short list. I will admit. It was on my short list. Yeah. I was trying to pick one from like most of the parks, so I was kind of going around, and it was on my short list, but I felt like, Regal Eagle was the better option. Plus, you were choosing all the barbecue joints at that point. So I was like, well, I better choose the barbecue joint because he's going to choose that one too.
I'm glad you did. All right, Pam Forrester, we got the last pick of round 3.
I know. And I'm really glad that I have this one that I can take.
Uh-oh.
So I am taking Primo Piata.
Oh,
Right?
Nice choice. Nice
Now,
choice.
first of all, they have all
Pam
these
did win.
great
Pam
dinner
Pam
things.
already won. Pam already won this. Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
yeah.
all these great dinner things. But I'm going to end a fantastic grab and go.
Yes.
It's better than most locations, including the very famous banana bread, which that resort is actually famous for. I'm going to highlight just a few of their breakfast items because we all know these are the MVPs of the breakfast world here in quick service. They have a turkey bagel sandwich. They have a ciabatta breakfast sandwich with egg. Hello. They have the Primo Piata breakfast platter, which is the only breakfast platter in Walt Disney World sanctioned by me. Because you know
there we go.
I hate them all.
You don't like
Yes, you do.
I hate them all, but this one is so good because it has a scrambled egg, mascarpone polenta that has bacon and sausage, and you get this cute little roll with it, which is not a hard biscuit that you could use to hammer something.
Right. That's
called
true.
a hockey puck.
The other thing they have are blueberry lemon pancakes. Dude. So good.
Yeah.
I got my finger on the button. Keep going.
Breakfast pizza. Of course, they have a Mickey shaped waffle, and they have a continental breakfast and a frittata. So come on now.
You didn't say the one thing that I always get for breakfast there.
What?
The Madame Croque.
Oh yes, that's right. That, and they have something similar for dinner too. So all those.
Yeah,
things.
they do have something similar for dinner. Yeah,
the croque madame. I forgot about it.
Whatever it is, I can't remember who goes first and who.
I know, right?
They also have truffle fries there too, which are
really do. Their truffle fries are good.
Yes.
They're very good. They have an extensive wine menu.
Sam's being disrespectful. Those things are amazing. Those things are
right. No, they're good.
Oh.
Everything there is good, really. Everything that we've had there is very good. So yeah, definitely worth going there. So yeah, there's that one.
Okay, so Pam's closing us out. She's got the first pick of round 4, the final round of this draft.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back to something that's sort of French leaning and go to Les Halles.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Right there in France. It's a great one too, right?
Yeah.
If you could not find something that you like to eat there, there's something wrong with you.
I agree. You're taking you to get you checked.
Yes, they do. They have baguettes, they have cheese, they have meats, they have soup, they have all kinds of yummy savory. The quiche is fantastic. They have a couple different kinds of quiche. They have all these savory items, and then you round the corner and you're starting to head toward
and then you have dessert. Yeah.
All the French desserts.
Yes, please. One of each. Give me the eclair.
Yes, exactly. They have macarons and mousse and the palmiers and just croissants filled with chocolate and almond and plain croissants and all these different things. So, I mean, there's just so many different things that you can choose there. So that's what I am finishing us out with. I know. Now, are you hungry for dinner?
That was a flex on those 4 picks. That was pretty good.
That was.
All right. So I'm going to close mine out with my 4th pick. And I think I have to take it for nostalgia reasons. You know, like sometimes like your last pick is like the hometown kid. You just got to give a shot. You know, it's good enough to make the team and everything. Like it's serviceable player, going to maybe have a long career, like a utility guy. If I didn't take it, I'd lose all credibility. Got to take the ABC commissary over Disney's.
Yeah, we knew you were going to take that one.
That's where you go every time.
Yes.
I know, because I would just lose all my credibility if I don't take it, because I got to get my buffalo grilled chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Solid, but there's a lot of other options there. Let me look this up here real quick over on the mouseforless.com, Disney's Hollywood Studios, ABC commissary, because I never get anything else. I don't know what else is on the menu, to be honest.
Mike doesn't even look at the menu.
Yeah. Oh, there you have other food.
It's muscle memory for him.
Yes.
He's like this.
Forrester. I don't even know what else is in my refrigerator because I eat the same thing every day for lunch. Who knows what's even upstairs in my house? So let's see what we got here. We got shrimp tacos. There's a BB-8 Lucasfilm 2021 Stein. Why would it be 21? Has this not been updated since 2021?
Who knows? Don't think.
Rikki, get on this. I just called you out. No, there's a chicken club sandwich. That thing looks pretty solid. Not getting it. I'm always getting my buffalo chicken grilled. Oh man, I just want this right now. Come to me. Little chicken sandwich.
Nice.
There's a Mediterranean salad with chicken. No. Pork carnitas tacos. Those look really good because it's got black beans and rice. Mediterranean salad. Plant-based California burger and some other stuff. But you go there for the grilled buffalo.
Yeah, of course. I would just like to point out that on the actual at Disney app, they also say the BB-8 Lucasfilm 2021 Stein. So I'm just throwing that out there that the menu is updated. I don't know why you still have the 2021 Stein, but
2021 was a vintage year with BB-8.
It must have been. Chef's kiss.
It was a very good year for BB-8.
Yeah, BB-8 was at his prime in 21.
It was.
So there
maybe
you go.
It was his prime, the height of his popularity.
Maybe.
Then Grogu came along and everybody's like, forget BB-8.
I know. We like Baby Yoda.
All right, Rikki, close us out. You got the final pick, round 4, pick 4.
All right. So my final pick, I have to go with one of my fan favorites. And it's going to be Captain Cook's, which is over at Disney's Polynesian. It is just absolutely delicious. They have fantastic options for breakfast, and they have, just the best options for dinner and lunch. They have the Aloha pork sandwich. They have the Thai coconut meatballs, the Pan Asian noodles. But of course, you have my absolute favorite option, which is going to be those pulled pork nachos, which, oh my gosh, if you've never had them, they're topped with cheese, spicy mayonnaise, pico de gallo, and pineapple salsa. There's pulled pork, obviously. There's a barbecue sauce, I think, on there too. I'm just enjoying the deliciousness of the chips, which are, wonton chips, and they have kettle kind of cooked chips in there. And it's so good. It's so delicious. This is a huge dish. I usually end up getting it and sharing it with Brian. We usually just get one dish to split. And yeah, it's so good. So, yes, I'm kind of like you, Mike. While they have other deliciousness at Captain Cook's, you got to go there for the pulled pork nachos. It's just what you got to do. So, yeah, I got to go with my fan favorite, and that's Captain Cook's. So
you got to be loyal. I do
have to be loyal. Exactly. So got to go there. All right,
so let's recap our 4 picks. So Rikki, what were your 4 picks?
Oh God, now I have to think again. Okay. We have Satuli Canteen. We have I just lost it. We have Casey's Corner. We have Regal Eagle, and we have, the one I just said, which is Captain Cook's. My brain just stopped working all of a sudden in the middle of this.
God help us. We got to get the show over with. All right. So I did the 2 beefy guys off the top. I took Polite Pig. Then I went to his cousin over at Flame Tree Barbecue. Then I went with the winner, Connections Eatery over at Epcot. Closed out with ABC Commissary, Old Reliable. Pam Forrester, what were your 4 picks?
They were.
She won.
Guys are point. They were then Primo Piata, then Docking Bay 7, and Les Halles Boulangerie.
Mm-hmm.
And who says you can't win out of the 3 hole, out of the last pick?
No, that's right.
Pam
did it. Pam did it.
All right. So we are going to ask for your feedback over on the Discord. Join us over at beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. Give us some thoughts and give us your top 4. If you had to pick, what would your 4 picks be for your fantasy draft of quick service restaurants around Walt Disney World? Where would you switch ours up? But let's have some fun this weekend. We'll continue this again on Sunday night for the live call-in show. So join us at 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central. We'll have some fun with that. And don't forget, our show always brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your 2025 and 2026 Walt Disney World vacation packages at this time. Also Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, even Adventures by Disney. All the details for any kind of trips. First stop each and every time. Just swing by the magicforless.com. There's a quote form there. Just fill it out and an agent will get back to you lickety split. And we'll get that trip planning going for you right away. And you support the podcast, you support a small business. It's a win-win-win for everybody. You get great service, and the best part, no cost to you. It's a great, everybody wins this way. So just check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you to our Patreon supporters. You guys make all these shows possible. Thank you for that. You can support us just $5 a month. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. So coming over this week, we'd love to have you. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Give us a follow on the social media. I'm at beourguestmike. Ricky's at Ricky Nibs. Pam is at TMFLT Pam on Instagram, X, and Threads. And you can join us in the clubhouse, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. It's just like this. No kidding. It's fun. It's crazy. It's wild. It's free for everybody. And we just have a good time hanging out all the time. So come on over, beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. All right. We wish you a great weekend and hope you had a good time on today's show playing along with us. And hey, when you sit down for your rolls tonight at Texas Roadhouse, draft with your family, see what they say, but steal our picks. Go for the barbecue. It's the winner. We'll see what happens. So have a great weekend. We'll be back with you again on Monday. We'll see you on Sunday night for the live call-in show. So for Ricky and Pam, I'm Mike. Wishing you a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. That's fun. Good job. That's good.
Yay! That was fun. Yeah.
That's fun.
You did good.
Those are always fun.
Those are fun. And
Yes.
You don't have to think a whole lot. And shout out to Patty G in Chicago up in Chi-Town. Say hey to Paige.
What up?
Well, I'm going to edit and get out of here.
We'll talk to you guys later.
3
All right.
podcasts in a row. All
See ya.
See you next week.
Bye, y'all.
You're still here next week?
Mhm.
Cool.
I should be good. I should be. Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you guys
All
next week.
right. See you
All
guys.
right. Sounds good. See ya.
Bye.